Generic greetings and welcome back once again to Prison Architect Escapes. What was that noise? It sounded like the power coming back on or something. Either way, today's beverage is a very carbonated iron brew. So welcome back to Prison Architect Escapes. This is a series where we attempt to break out facilities not made by me. This is prisoner Lady, prisoner number 876222888, I believe, although it's very small. This is the no escape supermax facility that, as always, we're going to try and break out of. Now, immediately, I'm seeing a very high level of security and lots of features in play here. We've got a staff-only area on the road, lots of road gates. We've got door servos connected to doors that are remote access doors only, so the sort of highest level of security and highest health. I'm seeing lots of sniper towers that are staffed. So, yeah, basically, this is... Oh, yeah, we are not getting out the front door. Going on the performance as well, this is a big prison with lots of inmates and lots of staff. We're seeing taser rollout, body armour. We got some doggo patrols, armed guards. This one at the front here alone, the way in and out, has 3 sets of doors with pressure plates and metal detectors and door servos, and that says 1 and that says 4, so we've got at least 4 cell blocks. But if that's 4, surely it'll say then 5 and 6. There's going to be 8, isn't there? There's going to be probably a minimum of 8 cell blocks in here. Interesting. Each cell block is... well, I don't know exactly at the moment, but judging just sort of outside looking in here, it appears to be multiple wings that are almost copied off one another, which have... Is that a kitchen? No, sorry, a canteen and a common room. And, okay, interesting. Let me just put this to max speed. We are, by the way, a high-risk category inmate, but it's got schedules for medium, which is just set to work/lockup. We've got protective custody, supermax, and indeed some criminally insane. So this is quite a fully fledged facility. We've got some logic coming in here as well, although it's a bit broken because we are still struggling to get in. This is a staff-only area, and we have been positioned on the top right. Okay, this is quite interesting, this one. And already, well, I'm gonna give it my best attempt, but I'm not hopeful. Anyway, looking at the cells here, we've got not just the basics, but a little bit extra. We've got a fairly bland sort of concrete wall, but we do have a barred sort of window to the outside to increase the... I think it's like freedom, as well as, yeah, the other needs in here. We've got a nice fluffy pillow, we've got some bookshelves, radio, a wall-mounted light, fire suppression, we've got a radiator to indicate that the weather and temperature setting is on, and you can tell that because it's raining, and also we've got the, yeah, the sort of standard sort of 3-item block for the toilet, the shower, and the drain. There's nothing but basic flooring here. So in the common room and canteen, the canteen is interesting because I'm seeing a... Actually, is that big enough? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Right. So each of these wings can have 8 prisoners, and the canteen has a table, but with a bench for 4 people and 2 benches for 2. So that is actually big enough. You've also got chests, you've got radios again, which is a bit redundant because you've got them in the cells, but no matter. You've got TVs, arcade cabinets. We've got a staff-only area in the middle. Lots of patrols here. Again, we're seeing taser rollout and body armor and ranks potentially. This is a staff-only area that I can't get to. Let's have a quick look around, shall we? These, I'm going to assume, are just a sort of copy. Yeah, all the wings are just sort of copied. We have metal detectors here, so we can't sneak anything through that. Although, okay, I'm seeing laundry and appears to be a very large workshop. Okay. Well, we could potentially go for an escape via tunneling, because we have access to wooden pickaxe, which won't set that metal detector off, and we also have access to the rope. Okay, that's curious. So I can go through this one. If I was to steal any items that are metal, we can still go through here, but we'll have to quickly sort of run in here and then dump it, and we might do something like that. What I'm going to do is, I think I will farm some points. So I'm going to stash some of these items in these cells here, so we'll do that. And, well, I'll just start punching some chairs. So, like I say, we're just going to farm a few points. I don't think we really need... Oh, there we go. Let's skip punishments there. I don't think we'll be put into a different area because we are already high risk. I'm going to go with extremely quick. I don't think we need anything else, really, because I think the attempt will be made via tunneling and... Oh, that's bad. So I've just seen, if we were to tunnel through here, there's literally a kennel here. I'll have to go past the kennel. Okay, this is very secure. This is very, very secure. Even if I was to get out, so even if we were to use the taser teleport, I could get to here. Then where? I mean, there's the kennel here, and there's a kennel on the right, which I'm assuming dog patrols all the way through this point. So I don't even think tunneling's going to work. I could make my way to power and break that. That would probably turn off this entire section. I'm guessing this power powers just this central bit. And looking at the... That's super capacitors. Yeah. Looking at the power drain, potential power drain, with all of that workshop equipment. Yeah. Yeah, it is possible, isn't it? Okay. Yeah, that power just powers the entire thing. Well, what I'm going to do a bit of it. Oh, hang on, we've got a drill. So I'm going to drop the drill. So that person is going to search me. And yes, boss, what's up? And nothing. Okay, but we will pick up a saw and try and go around it. I want this door to open because I want to go around. Yeah. Oh, I don't think we can get past this. I really don't think we can get past it. Oh, and I triggered it after picking this saw up. And then I triggered it again, going over it, because it was a fake one. And then Ellison's also triggered it, because I'm guessing they've just picked up that saw that, that I dropped. Yes, they have. I just saw them, so they've stolen the saw. There we go, look. And then I will pick up the saw. Is that recruiting that person? No, it was just this. I believe it was a bit of broken glass. Okay. All this messing around, it's probably... Yes, I was going to say it's respawned the wooden pickaxe, hasn't it? Right, so I'm not even going to attempt to... I mean, I can get around. I think I can get around if I was clever about it. But with such easy access to equipment, I don't think we need to be overly clever about it. Right. It's currently eat time, so I'm going to go in here. And how am I going to escape? Well, it's going to be via tunneling. And... hang on. Is it this one? Hang on a second. Stash contraband. Stash contraband. And power keeps going on off. There we go. Right click start tunnel. I was wondering what it was doing. Okay, so naturally, we will follow the pipework. An attempt is being made here. An attempt is being made. We've said often enough that every prison is escapable within reason, but it's based on time. This one, I don't know what the best solution would be for escape. Obviously, we're attempting it via a tunnel. That's the one I think is the most viable. We could attempt just to run out, but looking at all the security, unless we have some... let's say strange behaviours, it's not going to work. As in, if the guards ignore us because of... Well, it seems that it can happen when it comes to large facilities. The orders seem to get messed up. But... oh, what's happening here? It's a guard delivering mail. Interesting. I don't want them delivering mail when we are in a tunnel. Okay, we just had a dog there. They might have detected the tunnel. But we're going to dig. Now, this is quite easy to dig through because it's outside. But it's when we get to the wall any second now. There it is. We have to dig through... Oh! Oh, fencing! Interesting. It's just fence. This is perimeter wall. You can tell because it's a a thicker line. Okay. This has changed things a little. Almost crashing on the autosave. So this is perimeter wall, so it's going to take us a long time to dig through this. And now we have a tunnel going directly past a kennel. Yeah. So we're on borrowed time. When this tunnel gets detected, and I did say when, because I think it is sooner rather than later, we can maybe attempt it again, but instead of doing what we've done there, I think we'll tunnel. Why are we not being let in here? Now we are. Instead of, oh, there we go, wooden pickaxe. Instead of tunneling all the way, maybe it would be best to tunnel just a certain amount up and start stashing things. Oh, that's bad. Oh, that's bad. And that's the game. Ah, right. So that is basically that's our tunnel gone. So what's happened there? I can't even skip punishments. Oh wow, I've got 4 hours of just doing nothing. What's happened there is we went through the metal detector. It scanned us. We had nothing on our person that was metal, so it didn't beep. But then, as we were stood there trying to get out, there was a false flag. Which means that then when they did searches and they found the item on us, guess what? We're basically... Yeah. Oh, here's the search. Here it is. Oh, hang on, no. What's happening now? Something strange is afoot. What? Oh. Oh, is it solitary? Are we getting taken to solitary? I think that's what's happening here. That's a interesting setup. I'm guessing the doors, one of them can only open if the other one's closed. Because that's why it's 3. There's the power coming back on again. I think we're getting placed in solitary around here. That's exactly what's happening. Okay. Well, we've got 4 hours of this. Which at this speed is about 4 minutes. I'm not gonna make you suffer through that, so I'm gonna jump to when we finish the punishments. And there we are, there is the punishment completed. However, as I expected, we're not actually being put back to our original cell, or at least not at the moment. We're being escorted to the right, which is curious because that means that there's another set of cell blocks on the other side of the road, which I didn't assume was the case. I thought there might be a staff-only area. At least as I was brought in, I didn't consciously notice the let's say the stuff or the ones to the right. Interesting, we use the footbridges over the road that we really didn't need to do. Another set of these doors here. So regardless of what's happened back at the original cell, any work that we put in, that says 10, wow. Okay, any work that we put in is pretty much gone now, and if we're being placed where I think we're going to be placed, that's pretty much the end of the video, because, well, are we going to be able to tunnel from the very... Oh, yeah, we're literally in one of the worst places we could be to try and get out. Wow, okay. So we're being placed here, are we? That is, well, it's not good, is it? Okay, so not only do we have lockup, we also now have to basically start the tunnel from scratch. I'm gonna try it. I'm not hopeful. Well, sorry, I'm hopeful, but I'm not encouraged by the distance here. Although we will be tunneling outside. Which, yeah. Well, we'll go to sleep, and what I'm also going to do is I'm going to misbehave. I'm just going to punch some of these. The reason for this is I want to farm some points Those points to use to skip punishments, because for the first time in I can't remember how long, basically we weren't able to skip punishments because we didn't have any points, which is curious. Anyway, let's skip those. And did I only farm a couple of points after all of that? I think I did. Oh no, we've got up to 6 points, so that is acceptable. Right. Well, we're going to attempt this again, and it's going to be pretty much a mirror, isn't it? So we do have, I mean, there's parole. I mean, I can steal a pen. There's a cleaning cupboard with a bottle of poison, which doesn't really do anything. There's a yard. Psychologist office. We could go for fire. I mean, if I was to do this, out of interest, like so, we'll put, you know, we'll get the heating on. Yep, heating's on, and the wall's gonna break. Fire suppression's already in place, so I'm out. And I'm running to the north. Okay. I'm seeing no staff following me, which is curious. Double walls, perimeter wall and perimeter wall with barbed wire. Here's a forestry. More forestry. And also low frame rate. But I mean, I can set fire to all of this as well, because it's, oh, can I? Yes, I can. I can set fire to all of this, but it won't do anything. Or because it's got barbed wire, might it? I mean, I'll try. Set fire to these trees here, because we can. And it's going to burn. Yep. Now, none of this burned. It could be because it's snowing. See, we've got like this here. Can we get through here? Is the question. Ah, unconscious because of the fire. Even if we were to break into here, would that afford us anything else? Not really. Could we get through the front door with that method? Not really. Alright, well, they have a lot of security when it comes to getting out that way. Let's just try, because we can, getting out via tunneling again. I'm not, as I said, encouraged by the distance that we have to go. But although there's doggos in here, I don't know how like active they are. This is just going to be a sort of, yeah, start tunnel. It's going to be a trial. A trial. We'll be able to get quite far, actually. We'll be able to get very far. I'm going to dig up and follow this around. Like, it'll be surprising just how quick we can run up the side of the cell block. We'll get quite far. But then obviously we have to try this again with multiple ropes and digging implements, all the while having a tunnel exposed to the elements and exposed to potential doggos. Okay. So fire can't break out that way. Well, you can get out of the cell block, and that doesn't really mean anything. That's just, you know, you're a little closer to the snipers. And that's about it. That's about all it does for you. You got power drills and stuff. I mean, the only other way I'm thinking of getting out is we could just get a bunch of people together and run out through the front door and hope that one person gets there. People will also need some keys. Although some of the there's a lot of remote access doors. Although there is remote access doors, but although the doors are remote access, the gates are not. So that's if there's a weak spot, it's that. And yes, I am sort of clutching at straws here for trying to figure out weak points. There's nothing around here yet. The office has been rebuilt now, which is good. What does the watch do? Could you use it like a flail or a mace? No, not really. Oh, what happened there? Oh, okay. This changes things again. So I picked this stuff up in the office, and for whatever reason, we've been placed into Supermax. Why? There was nothing on our person. I mean, it's saying lockup, but we're going to be placed here, and then we're going to be escorted to another cell, probably. Let's skip punishments. And we've been placed in another cell. Oh, that's even more secure. Yeah, what happened there? Did this see us steal something? Maybe. But we are now Supermax in an area. Oh, it's lock up, so we're gonna be escorted back to here, are we? Yeah. This is the end of this attempt. What on earth is going on over there? So this cell block, cell block 12, is for Supermax inmates. It's a 2x2 cell block, 2x2 cell arrangement with very basic stuff in here, but with fire suppression, with not only a perimeter wall, well, sorry, a main wall that could be a perimeter wall on the edge to prevent, prevent any sort of escape attempts. I mean, I could do a taser teleport, but apparently free fire's on. That's been a bit of prison architect escapes. No escape, Supermax Vanilla. It's an accurate naming convention. It is exceptionally secure. I do think an escape can be made. If we were to have lots of traits like tough, we'd be able to do multiple levels of taser teleport. Some may say that's cheating. Fair point, well made. Traditional methods to get out, I do think tunneling is probably the way forward. But you've only got a certain amount of attempts before you get moved up from normal to high to Supermax. Supermax, you can't even get out to gain anything that you can use to tunnel with. So as soon as you're in the Supermax area, it's pretty much game over. Even if it's in high or normal, wherever it happens to be, you have to be very lucky and be placed. You're always going to be placed on the periphery because that's where the wings are of each cell block. But the first place we looked out, that was pretty good. We got outside to the fence, through the fence, then up to the first perimeter wall of 2. And then we were unlucky in that we were searched when we shouldn't have been. It was a false flag on the metal detector. They found that item, we then put it into solitary for hours, then escorted to another area that was at the very bottom. We attempted some fire escape, and that didn't work. We then started tunneling again, which we got quite far because it's outside. Dogs didn't detect it, and then I think because we stole a pocket watch, we got shot in the head. So that's been Prison Architect Escapes. If you have any tips, comments, suggestions for this attempt, ways you would attempt it, any sort of redemption that you can think of, then let me know in the comments. And, well, if you have any suggestions for different facilities, then let me know as well. Hope you have enjoyed it. Thanks very much for watching. Take care, and generic partings.